Hello.
Hey, the minutes after
Segments.
Minutes after segments. We finished writing at 6:15.
It is now 10:55.
So that's
wait,
4 hours. That's 4 hours and 40 minutes after. So that would be
40 minutes.
the 4 hours and 4 minutes. That should be
280.
So it's 280 minutes after the segments. And today we bullet pointed today.
Mm-hmm.
Went really smoothly.
Actually, it did.
We planned. Talked about it for I don't know, an hour, I'd say. And then we rested for a bit, and Garrett rolled up in all less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It takes a lot out of it just to discuss these things. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You're planning, you're talking. It's really tiresome.
Yeah.
Just talking about and planning things. And so, yeah, that was pretty much the rhythm. And we took it easy today.
Yes.
In that, because yesterday we kind of pushed it. No.
I'll say for myself, I pushed it a little bit. We bullet pointed one section of segments yesterday, and then we went to another. Garrett was fine with it. I wasn't.
Yeah.
But we did it anyways, and I learned that from that. That I just want to take it a little easy right now since Garrett and I have been going through a really tough, almost ongoing 2 weeks, and just want to have we still want to work.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take our time just to recover, and then we're back in full swing. That'd be great.
Yeah. As things are still a little rough.
Yes.
Personally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But getting better.
Yes.
We just had to take that into account and accommodate for it with our writing so that it balances out as opposed to going full speed ahead, which we're normally used to when things are smoother in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But as a result, we're taking our time, and it's better for it, and it's great.
I think it's great because personally, Garrett and I, we both love to work, so it's great. And I'm gonna say this right now, even if we can just work a little, work enough, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Today was a very stopping for me personally, compared to yesterday. Whew. But we still salvaged yesterday. It was great. But
today was better. Today was better.
Today felt better because I did really definitely what I wanted. I feel great.
Yeah.
It feels nice.
Yeah. So, on that topic, what we actually segmented today and planned out, there's not much detail I can give away other than more lore. Lore is a big part of this episode. I don't recall if we had mentioned it. We probably already have in a previous video, but
we remember.
Lore is still an ongoing situation in this one.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be ironed out and detailed. And
handled very carefully with this one.
Yeah,
I know we said this before. But I'm going to say it again just because I feel like it. This episode has been in the works for some time, for some years, and we always knew when this episode would hit, it would be very complicated. So we were kind of prepared for it.
Yeah, and the kind of lore / world building we're doing in this one requires careful planning, like Brandon said, in the sense of. When you build a world, I believe sometimes the more you build it and the more details you put into it, the smaller it gets. Because
a bit of irony there.
Yeah, because it's not like a bad thing. I mean, it's really cool when you overload it with lore here, lines there, character origins there, regions there, cultures here and there. But the truth is, the world that we even live in, I feel is too vast to even understand even a decent fraction of it. And
certainly searching for one person.
Yeah, for one individual.
It's too much. It's a whole planet.
So I feel my method of world building tends to be lots of details, but not extraneous. Not strenuous. I think extraneous is the word.
Extraneous? Yeah, probably.
Extraneous. It's one of those. It's one of the extra words I'm trying to use. Extraneous. I think extraneous is like tiring. Extraneous is that one. And I'm a writer, but
I don't know all the words.
So I like to build this world particularly for this episode. The approach now, fortunately, was taken that we would detail enough that you'd get a feel of probably you can fill in the rest of the blanks yourself in your head, in your mind, because of how well we represent what we're trying to tell here, and then. As opposed to filling out the rest of it in your head for you, and then let you think about more afterwards.
Yeah.
Because, as I had said before, the more details you put into your world, the more you constrain it to just those details. It's hard to imagine a world outside of an insanely built world. It's very difficult to imagine any more beyond what you're being presented with, no matter how detailed or researched it is. Now, that being said, some have crafted their worlds with immense detail extremely well, and it does still leave room for the imagination. But I believe there's more room for the imagination and a more sense of realism for a big world when you give just enough details that you know you put in the effort to build this world, and you leave out the right kind of details so that way you can kind of imagine, I wonder what the rest of this world is like if it had this in its culture or had this in its background. And without presenting an answer there, it's fun to stew with that, because as us, as human beings, as one person in this life, sometimes we can wonder, I wonder what that's like over there. I wonder if that's like over there. I wonder what the people felt like back then. I wonder if there were even people back then in there and there. I wonder if there's like, this or that. And then I'm never going to know the answer to some of these questions I'm asking myself. So that's what's good about not answering everything.
Yeah,
in terms of world building. It makes the world you build more akin and realistic to how we live in our world. That we won't know everything. So if you try to go in with this idea of crafting a world thinking you know everything, even if you're crafting your own world, you're still crafting the idea of a world. So I feel it's the most honorable thing to capture building a world is to build it from a perspective where you will only know so much information.
Yep. By the way, that whole breakdown analogy Garrett just gave on world building. See, that's all him.
That's how I feel about it.
Garrett really broke it down, but actually, Garrett's explanation, I actually definitely agree with it. Garrett likes more details than me, but I do agree with that. And to say from my own short term of Garrett's really nice breakdown, totally what I agree with you. I totally agree with you. The idea of world building is that we love to work our butts off to put in a lot of really cool details, things that are just like us as creators, like, oh, I definitely want to explain that. But the respectful thing is the mystery. Because as the analogy says, I want to reiterate this, no one person can know everything about our planet.
My lazy eye again. Go on.
It's just impossible. It doesn't count if you have libraries and hard drives full of this stuff. You can't memorize this. It's impossible. It's a planet of billions upon billions upon all the past, all the history. It's just impossible. But that's okay. And even stuff still now, there's still new mysteries popping up, still new things that people never discovered over these thousands and thousands of years. So that's what's fun. Lots of detail and lots of mystery. In some ways, lots of mystery. That, for me and Garrett, is the most fun and immersive world building. That's just saying, and that's our approach to how we're building our world.
Yeah, it feels the most immersive that way because it feels like
I'm gonna say
the most honorable way to represent how we live our lives.
Yeah, the most
in our world.
No, and also it's a good way for at least I say it for myself. It's a good thing for an ego check.
It is a good ego check.
Sometimes I know some people that can definitely go crazy and say, "Oh, I thought of this detail and that detail and that detail." But I'm like, okay, so whatever. It's just a fictional world. Who gives a shit? Is the story good? Is the characters good? And you're kind of doing it for an ego trip. So that's what I meant. It's a good ego check to say we don't know everything. We can't know every single inch of a planet, and that's okay. It's okay.
So we incorporate that into our creating methods for building a world that does, by its nature of this story that we've been crafting for the past 6 years, does require some decent detail.
Oh, definitely. I'll always be lazy on our part. We wouldn't like it.
Yeah, quite a number of detail. But we are always aware to keep that ego in check and also just step back and we don't need those details. Leave them out.
But sometimes we do this too before we clock out this video. We do this sometimes though. All right, let's throw a little extra detail there, but because it feels right to just push ourselves that extra detail.
Yeah, let's throw a little bit more lore. I think we can just do that just for fun. Let's not obsess over this. Have some fun with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the cool part about that. And so from that aspect, because that's pretty much what we've been doing with these segments, is continuing
with our characters, with our stories, and this heavy lore world building one.
Yeah, episode.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good, Garrett. See you tomorrow.